make it very scary to passerbys. People seem to love this animatronic's details, like the moss, the details on his face, and his clothing. Very creepy indeed. You guys gave him 4 skulls out of 5 on the Grim scale.
Nozzle's the clown animatronic.
Another clown on this list, but this one comes with a fantastic addition. Nozzles is a clown with green and white makeup, wearing a green and purple biohazard costume and nozzles for hands. When he is activated, his body and arms move as his eyes light up. And get this, fog shoots out of the nozzles as he says different phrases. Before he became Nozzles, Terry was on top of the world. He was a famous clown and one of the world's greatest daredevils. That is, until he fell victim to one of his stunts. A dangerous escape act from a glass filled with poisonous gas in front of a live audience. The circus told Terry that the toxic smog couldn't harm him. But he learned the hard way that you can't trust anyone. So Terry now follows the circus from town to town, haunting attendees and dispersing the toxic gas that took his life. The animatronic is 6 feet tall and wears a black light-responsive clown outfit. His sinister smile, along with his maniacal laugh and flailing light-up green LED nozzle arms that actually spew fog, make him one of the coolest animatronics in Spirit Halloween released this year. And of course, what makes him a fan favorite is the toxic green fog that comes out of his hands. The Duck Squad gave Nozzles 4 skulls out of 5 on the scale.
Reagan animatronic.
Spirit Halloween has some of the best horror movie licenses there are, and The Exorcist is one of them. They are no strangers to Reagan animatronics, having made the first one all the way back in 2011, when they created the life-size Reagan McNeil animatronic, which, when activated, its head spun 360 degrees around before stopping in place. After this, the mouth moved, the eyes lit up, and the body shook as it spoke phrases from the film. The next Reagan animatronic they created was in 2012, and it was Rising Reagan. This animatronic was lying down, and when activated, she looked from side to side, then sat up and spun her head around. She also spoke several phrases as her eyes lit up and her mouth moved. Pretty frightening, isn't she? Well, this year, Reagan is back, and this new animatronic is terrifying. At 5 feet tall, Reagan has the unusual, disturbing head-spinning movements while saying new phrases. While her mouth doesn't move this time, there's a chilling extra included in this animatronic. Reagan has a projector on her back that, whenever she's activated, projects a spooky light-up image of Pazuzu, the demon possessing her, on the wall behind her. This is a fantastic detail for anyone who loves The Exorcist, and the Duck Squad gave her 3 skulls out of 5 on the Grim scale.
Strawman animatronic.
We're now moving on to the scariest animatronics on this list. Strawman resembles a 6.6 feet tall lanky scarecrow wearing a blue and gray plaid outfit. And when activated, his body, head, and mouth move around to phrases as his eyes light up. This is actually the second animatronic made by Spirit Halloween that utilizes servo technology for his head. The first one being, well, we'll know about that later. These servo motors power his movements, making them all the more terrifying. And he also has LED eyes that light up and look deep into your soul. But where did this straw man come from? Well, legend says that back in the day, he used to be a gentle farmer who loved the great outdoors and tending to his crops. But one day, the chemical plant nearby exploded, contaminating the fields. So now, instead of protecting the lands he once cultivated, he feeds on destruction and is always on the prowl, setting traps for the unsuspecting, eagerly sinking his razor-sharp tools into their tender flesh, and stuffing their mouths full of straw before they can scream in terror. We love this animatronic, and people agree. The movement and the details on its face and clothing make it one of the coolest Spirit Halloween animatronics. The way his face moves while speaking is chilling and very impressive. That's why the Duck Squad gave him 4 skulls out of 5 on the Grim scale.
Monty animatronic.
M&T Bank has the knowledge and insight into our industry like no other bank does.
Cheetos mac and cheese. Remix your mac and cheese. It's a Cheetos thing.
You probably know or even had a classic Jolly Chimp. This toy is a cymbal-banging monkey that, when activated, repeatedly hits its cymbals together, and in some cases, bobs its head, chatters, screeches, grins, pops its eyes out, does flips, and more. But what would happen if this chimp got tired of entertaining people? Well, Spirit Halloween answered that question when they created Monty. This animatronic is 6 feet tall, wearing a yellow vest and standing on a striped box with a star. When activated, the monkey bangs his cymbals together as his eyes light up and his mouth moves to audio. Apparently, Monty was every kid's favorite toy from yesteryear, delighting generations with his antics. But after one little boy wished and wished for his favorite toy to come to life, he grew to become the fuel of nightmares of every kid. And now he sends them running for cover. This animatronic is special because Spirit Halloween created a side theme just for Monty this year. The Monty display resembles a small circus tent with a wooden floor, black and white striped poles, and a red and yellow striped roof with several holes. And it even features a unique version of the universal foot pad activator cover with popcorn, tickets, and a banana peel on it. The animatronic's piercing screams and clanging cymbals will make any person jump. But we can all agree that Monty is a fantastic animatronic, and its design and size will make him nightmare fuel for more than one. So, what's the verdict? The Duck Squad gave him 4 skulls out of 5 on the Grimm scale.
Lord Raven Animatronic.
Lord Raven was voted as one of the scariest and favorite animatronics from this list, and we can see why. This animatronic is seriously spooky. It resembles a large bird skull-headed figure cloaked in black with its arms raised out to its side. When it is activated, it raises its arms up and down while also moving its head in and out. This, combined with its mouth movements and red light-up eyes, make this animatronic very creepy. Lord Raven is known for keeping a nest made from the clean-picked bones of its victims. Perched upon this throne, the beast waits until the sun dips below the mountain peaks before flapping its wings and emerging into the night to stalk its next victim. Your only chance to survive is catching a glimpse of its demonic eyes before Lord Raven and its minions descend upon you and turn you into their next feast, pecking you until only bones are left. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? Well, at 6 feet tall, Lord Raven looks very imposing when you see it in person. Everyone agrees that this animatronic is very creepy, and something that stands out is its voice and impressive movements. Lord Raven is, without a doubt, in the top 3 scariest animatronics of this Halloween season. So it's no wonder that the Duck Squad gave it 4 skulls out of 5 on the Grimm scale.
And I saved the best for last. The greatest animatronic ever to come out of Spirit Halloween, Grimm.
While Grimm is not a new animatronic, he became an instant fan favorite when he was released during last year's season. One of the main reasons for this, apart from the animatronic being really cool, is that this was the first Spirit Halloween animatronic to use servo motors. He has a combination of 6 different servos motors to move the different parts of his body, including his arms, torso, head, and eyes, which make for some very realistic and lifelike movements. His head was programmed to turn side to side, nod up and down, and tilt left to right, all at the same time. 3 servo motors control eye movement, allowing the eyes to realistically turn up and down from side to side